Hello. In this video, I show you how to export satellite orbit data to other applications like Microsoft Excel. In our last video, we showed you how to get a satellite into orbit starting from rocket booster burnout. So let's use that orbit file for this demonstration. Open that file now. Next, choose a ground station location where you should be able to see the satellite for part of its orbit. To do this, go to the Viewing Location group box and click on the Set New Location button. The Set Location dialog should now open. Since our launch location was in North Africa, we chose our ground station to be somewhere in Italy. To choose your approximate location, simply click on the Earth image at the desired location. You can be more precise by editing the numbers in the latitude and longitude text boxes. While you're there, change the altitude to 300 meters. Finally, click on the Set Location and Close button. Your ground station location is now shown as a white ball on the surface of Earth. Next, click on the Command tool from the menu bar. Then, from the list of options, click on Export Data. You should now see the Export Simulation Data dialog box. The start time defaults to 0, and the end time defaults to 6 hours. Change the end time to 2 hours. Note that the sample time span defaults to 1 minute. If you need finer detail in your data, you can change this to a smaller value such as 1 second. However, that will generate lots of data that we don't currently need. We'll leave this set to 1 minute. Note that you can include data for the position and velocity of the Sun and Moon in ECI coordinates. Also, you can include the ground station position in ECI coordinates. You may find uses for this information in the future, but today we'll only include information for the single satellite called Satellite 1. Satellite information includes position and velocity in ECI coordinates, the state of the satellite, whether the satellite is in the sun's shadow, and the azimuth and elevation of the satellite as seen from the ground station. Finally, when the satellite is above the horizon and elevation is greater than 0, we also show the slant range to the satellite as measured from the ground station. Now click on the Fetch Simulation Data button. Note from the data that the satellite cannot be seen by the ground station for the first 2 minutes of the simulation. Its altitude is simply not high enough. At 3 minutes, it becomes visible and stays visible until simulation time is equal to 15 minutes. Now scroll down to simulation time equal to 1 hour and 42 minutes. The satellite has completed 1 orbit and is again temporarily visible. During these times of visibility, you can communicate directly with the satellite. If you want to calculate the Doppler shift, calculate the range rate by subtracting 2 consecutive range values and dividing that by the sample time span in seconds. You may now export this data in Excel, comma-separated variables, tab-separated variables, or JSON format. Click on that button at the bottom of the dialog box. When the File Save dialog opens, choose to save the data in Excel format. You should now see the SOS Simulation Data Excel file that is created. So, click on it next. Note that all the data is now in this file where you can add columns for manipulating the data. If you have your own 3D software for viewing Earth, Moon, Sun, and satellites, you may be able to export this data to your software using comma-separated variables. If you find this video useful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. We'll be adding more videos in the future. If you want to be notified when new videos are added, click on the notification bell. Finally, leave a note if you have comments or requests for new videos. Goodbye.